We will continue with Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi 221. Tam imam aham ajam sharira bhajam.
Amimam aham ajam sarira bhajam.
Vidhi vidhi dishitam atma kalpitanam.
Vidhudi dishtitam atma kalpitanam.
Pratidrisham viva naikadarakam ekam.
Pratidrisham eva naika dharitam ekam.
Madhitato asmi vidhuta bedamoham.
Samadhigata asmi vidhuta veda moha.
Grandfather Bhishma said, as one sun appears differently, situated to different seers, so also do you, the unborn, appear differently, represented as Paramatma in every living being. But when a seer knows himself to be one of your own servitors, no longer does he maintain such duality. Thus, I am now able to comprehend your eternal forms, knowing well the Paramatma to be your plenary portion. Okay, Manoj, please read the purport.
This was from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 9, verse 42, was spoken by the grandfather of the Kurus when he was lying on the bed of arrows at the last stage of his life. Arjuna, Krishna, and numberless friends, admirers, relatives, sages are gathered on the scene as Maharaja Yudhishthira took moral and religious instruction from the dying Bhishma. Just as the final moment arrived for him, Bhishma spoke these words while looking at Lord Krishna. Just as the sun is the object of vision of many different persons, so the one partial representation of Lord Krishna lives in the heart of every living entity as Paramatma is a variously received object. One who comes intimately in touch with Lord Krishna by engaging in his eternal service sees the super soul as the localized partial representation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhishma knew the super soul to be a partial expansion of Lord Krishna, whom he understood to be the Supreme, unborn, transcendental form.
Yeah, so the key point here is super soul is partial, localized, partial representation of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So localized because it's localized in the region of the heart of the devotee and is a partial expansion of Lord Krishna. So this is the point that we need to understand. The Paramatma in the heart is not full Krishna. This is just a partial representation. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Chaitanya Govinda Saksha Chaitanya Gosani.
Govinda Sakshat Chaitanya Goswami.
Jiva Nistarite Aiche Dayalu Aranai.
Jiva Nistarite Aiche Dayalu Aranai.
That Govinda personally appears as Chaitanya Gosai. No other Lord is as merciful in delivering the fallen souls.
Oh, can you please expand, make it a full screen of your browser, of your Chrome browser, and make it full screen. Click on yes. Thank you. Is it? But somehow it's showing half. Okay, that's fine. I can read it.
Yeah, can you read this? Can Mataji read this purport?
Yes, sir.
Prabhu, can you go a little bit up, Prabhu? Little bit up, Prabhu.
Like this?
No, little bit up. Yeah, here. One second. I translate some. Let me see. Right, Govinda personally. We have to see the translation, bro. I didn't read the translation. Yeah, that Govinda personally appeared at Chaitanya Gosai. No other Lord is as merciful in delivering the fallen souls. Okay.
Point 4. Having described Govinda in terms of his Brahman and Paramatma features, now the author of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita advances his argument to prove that Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the identical personality. The same Lord Sri Krishna, in the grab of a devotee of Sri Krishna, descended to this mortal world to reclaim the fallen human beings who had misunderstood the personality of Godhead even after the explanation of the Bhagavad Gita. In the Bhagavad Gita, the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna directly instructed that the Supreme is a person, that the impersonal Brahman is his glowing effulgence, and that the Paramatma is his partial representation. All men were therefore advised to follow the path of Sri Krishna, leaving aside all mundane isms. Offenders misunderstood this instruction, however, because of their poor fund of knowledge. Thus, by his causeless, unlimited mercy, Sri Krishna came again as Sri Chaitanya Gosai. The author of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita most emphatically stresses that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Sri Krishna himself. He is not an expansion of the Prakasha or Bilasa forms of Sri Krishna. He is the Swayam Rupa Govinda. Apart from the relevant scriptural evidence forwarded by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, there are innumerable other scriptural statements regarding Lord Chaitanya's being the Supreme Lord himself. The following examples may be cited. From the Chaitanya Upanishad 5, Gaura Sarvatam Mahapurusho Mahatma Mahayogi Trigunatitaha Sattvarupa Bhaktim Loke Kashyati. Lord Gaura, who is the all-pervading super soul, the supreme personality of Godhead, appears as a great saint and powerful mystic who is above the three modes of nature and is the emblem of transcendental activity. He disseminates the cult of devotion throughout the world. From the Svetasvatara Upanishad 6.7 and 3.12, Tam Ishwaram Paramam Maheshwaram, Tam Devatanam Paramam Cha Daivatam, Patim Patinam Paramam Purastad, Parastad, Vidama Devam Bhuvanesham Vidyam. O Supreme Lord, you are the Supreme Maheshwara, the worshipable deity of all the demigods and the Supreme Lord of all lords. You are the controller of all controllers, the personality of Godhead, the Lord of everything worshipable. महान प्रभुर वै पुरुषः सता सत्वा शैष्य प्रवर्तकः सुनिर्मलम् इमं प्राप्तिम् ईशानो ज्योतिरभयः. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is Mahaprabhu, who disseminates transcendental enlightenment. Just to be in touch with him is to be in contact with the indestructible Brahma Jyoti. From the Mundaka Upanishad 3.13, Yada pashyate Rutma Varnam Kartaram Isham Purusham Brahma Yonim. One who sees the golden colored personality of Godhead, the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Actor, who is the source of the Supreme Brahman, is liberated. 4. From Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 11, Chapter 5, page 33 to 34 and 7.9.38. Deham sada parivavaghanam avishtadoham tirthaspadam siva virinchinutam saranyam vrityari ham pranatapala bhavabdhipotam vande mahapurusha te charanaraviddam. We offer our respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of Him, the Lord upon whom one should always meditate. He destroys insults to His devotees. He removes the distresses of His devotees and satisfies their desires. He, the abode of all holy places and the center of all sages. is worshipable by Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma. He is the boat of the demigods for crossing the ocean of birth and death. त्यक्त्वा सुदुस्तेज सुरेप्सिता रज्या लक्ष्मीं धर्मिष्ठ आर्य वचसा यद अगर आरण्यं माया मृगं दैतायेक्षितम् अनावद्धावत् वन्दे महापुरुषते चरणारविन्दम्. To offer our respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of the Lord, upon whom one should always meditate, who left his household alive, leaving aside his eternal concert, whom even the denizens of heaven adore. He went into the forest to deliver the fallen souls who are put into illusion and by material energy. Prahlad said, Itham me priyadrishi deva ध्यासावातरे लोकन दिवावयर्षि हमसी जगत प्रातिपन धर्मं महापुरुषपाशि युगानुवृतं जनः कलौ यत् अभवस्त्रियुगो हा सत्वम्. My Lord, you kill all the enemies of the world in your multifarious incarnations in the families of men, animals, demigods, species, aquatics, and so on. Thus you illuminate the worlds with transcendental knowledge. In the age of Kali, O Mahapurusha, you sometimes appear in a covered incarnation. Therefore, you are known as Triyuga, one who appears in only 3 yugas. From the Krishna Yamala Tantra, Punyakshetre Navadvipe Bhavishyami Shachisutaha. I shall appear in the holy land of Navadvipa as a son of Sachidevi. From the Vayu Purana, Kalau Sankirtanarambe Bhavishyami Shachisutaha. In the age of Kali, when the Sankirtana movement is inaugurated, I shall descend as the son of Sachidevi. From the Brahmayamala Tantra, Athavaham Dharadhame Bhuto Madhbhakta Rupagre Mayayam Cha Bhavishyami Kalau Sankirtanagame. Sometimes I personally appear on the surface of the world in the garb of a devotee. Specifically, I appear as the son of Sachin Kali-yuga to start the Sankirtana movement. 8. From the Ananta Samhita, Ya eva Bhagavan Krishna Radhika Prana Vallabha Srishti Adau Sajagannatho Gaura Ashwin Maheshwari. The Supreme Person, Sri Krishna himself, who is the life of Sri Radharani and is the Lord of the universe in creation, maintenance and annihilation, appears as Gaura or Maheshwari.
So the point here is, Srila Prabhupada quotes from Ananta Samhita, Brahma Yamala Tantra, Krishna Yamala Tantra, many locations. And all of them point out to the fact that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although he comes in form of a devotee, he is the Supreme One. So Srila Prabhupada basically researched extensively and is giving data points from many other Shastras and saying that this is who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is. Right? So all the information is here. Vayu Purana, Brahma Yamala Tantra, Krishna Yamala Tantra, right? Ananta Samhita. There are many Samhitas like that. So the key point to note is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. With proof or without proof, whatever the case might be, we are chanting the Hare Krishna mantra that was given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on the banks of Godavari in his discussions with Ramananda Rai, like that. So it's basically proving the fact. Paravyo mete vaisa narayana nama Sadaishwarya Purna Lakshmi Kanta Bhagavan
Tadaiswarya Punna Lakshmi Kanta Bhagavan.
Lord Narayana, who dominates the transcendental world, is full in 6 opulences. He's the personality of Godhead, the Lord of Goddess of Fortune. Normally, people think Lakshmi Narayana, so Lakshmi is very important because she gives money. So, Lord Narayana is the boss of Lakshmi, right? He's the master of Lakshmi. So, her position is even higher. Veda Bhagavata Upanisatagamam
Gita Bhagavata Upanishad Agama.
Purnatatvayaan Rekahe Nahiyan Rasamam.
Tattayane kahe nahi anasama.
The personality of Godhead is described as absolute whole in the Vedas, Bhagavatam, Upanishads, and other transcendental literatures. No one is equal to him. Right? So now Srila Prabhupada gives more evidence. Right? From the Rik Samhita, from Narayanarthavasira Upanishad, Narayan Upanishad, Ayasirsha Pantyaratra, from Srimad Bhagavatam, so many different literatures. Okay, Manoj, please read.
Purport. There are innumerable authority statements in the Vedas regarding the personal feature of the absolute truth. Some of them are as follows: from the Rik Samhita 1.22.20. Tad Vishnaho Paramam Param Sada Pasyanti Suraya Diva Chakshur Adattam. The personality of Godhead Vishnu is the absolute truth, whose lotus feet all the demigods are always eager to see. Like the sun god, he pervades everything by the rays of his energy. He appears impersonal to imperfect eyes. From from Narayana, sorry, we'll go down to okay. From the Narayana, from the Narayana Tava Sira Upanishad, Narayana eva samupadyanti Narayana प्रवर्तन्ते नारायणे प्रलीयन्ते अथा युक्त्यो नारायणः नारायण एविदं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च आयन् सूद देव एको नारायण न द्वितीयोऽस्ति कश्चित्. It is from Narayana only that everything is generated, by him only that everything is maintained, and him only that everything is annihilated. Therefore, Narayana is the eternally existing. Everything that exists now or will be created in future is nothing but Narayana, who is the unadulterated deity. There is only Narayana and nothing else. From the Narayana Upanishad 1.4, Yataha Prasuta Jagataha Prasudi. Narayana is the source from whom all the universes emanates. From the Ayasira Panchatattva, Paramatma Haridevaha Harida Supreme Lord. From Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 3, Text 34 and 35. Narayana Dhanasya Brahmana Paramatmana Nishtam Marhata No Vai Brahma Tamaha. O best among Brahmanas, please tell us the position of Narayan, who is known as Brahman and Paramatma. Sthirava pralaya heti ahurasya yat yat sotman jara susuktisu sadbhaischa dehendriyasu hurayani charanti yanam sanjivitanta devehi paramam marandra. O King, know him who is causeless and yet is the cause of creation, maintenance, and annihilation. He exists in the three states of consciousness, namely walking, dreaming, and deep sleep. As well as day and then, he enlivens the body, the senses, the breath of life, and the heart, and thus they know him to be supreme.
Yeah. So basically, Srila Prabhupada is giving more evidence, right? Who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from Srimad Bhagavatam, Ayashirsa Pancharatra, Narayana Upanishad, etc. So he's giving more and more proof that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhakti Yoge Bhakta Paya Yanara Darshana.
Bhakti yoga bhakta payana radasana.
Surya Yena Savigraha Deke Devagana.
Suryana savigana dekhe devagana.
Through their service, devotees see the personality of Godhead just as denizens of heaven see the personality of sun. So just like people, if they are in heaven, from their balconies, they can see the personality of sun. And devotees, through their seva, they're able to see the personality of Godhead. So our service is all coming down to, boiling down to service. If you do service, you'll be given an opportunity to see the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face. Okay, Mataji, please read.
Okay. Purport: the Supreme Personality of Godhead has his eternal form, which cannot be seen by material eyes or mental speculation. Only by transcendental devotional service can one understand the transcendental form of the Lord. The comparison is made here to the qualifications for viewing the personal features of the sun god. The sun god is a person who, although not visible to our eyes, is seen from the higher planets by the demigods, whose eyes are suitable for seeing through the glaring sunshine that surrounds him. Every planet has its own atmosphere according to the influence of the arrangement of material nature. It is therefore necessary to have a particular type of bodily construction to reach a particular planet. The inhabitants of earth may be able to reach the moon, but the inhabitants of heaven can reach even the fairy sphere called the sun. What is impossible for man on earth is easy for the demigods in heaven because of their different bodies. Similarly, to see the Supreme Lord, one must have the spiritual eyes of devotional service. The personality of Godhead is unapproachable by those who are habituated to speculation about the absolute truth in terms of experimental scientific thought, without reference to the transcendental vibration. The ascending approach to the absolute truth ends in the realization of impersonal Brahman and the localized Paramatma, but not the supreme transcendental personality.
So the key point here is that people can go to higher and if you cannot approach Supreme Lord by speculation without reference to transcendental vibration of the mantras. So since we know the mantra, what is it that we can understand? The ascending approach to absolute truth ends in realization. So you can realize impersonal Brahman and localized Paramatma through this process. That is what is being said here. And then Prabhupada gives some examples, just like we may be able to reach the moon, but the people in heaven can reach even higher. Right? They can go to sun. Sun is quite far away, and it is fiery, so it's very, very hot. But it's not so easy to go. But there are some people, the residents of heaven, like the residents of heaven, can go to the sun planet. We cannot go. So therefore, we have to see the world in terms of scriptural lenses. Not we always have some lenses right now. We need to replace them with scriptural lenses so that we can see the world better. Okay, any thoughts, questions?
I don't have anything.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll stop there for today. This is like a very pretty heavy information, but we covered 3 of the most important verses around the position of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There are 2 verses and purports which say who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu across the spectrum of scriptures. That's very important. And who can go to these higher planetary systems. That's also discussed. So with that said, we will meet next week. Is that okay?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.